Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Comedian's Wife Fantasizes About Bigger Men. Let's get right into it.
I was on X yesterday and I saw a post about Akaash Singh's wife. And if you don't know who he is, he's the co-host on the podcast Flagrant, which made popular by Andrew Schultz. Well, it turns out Akaash's wife has her own podcast where she's out here saying some wild, degenerate stuff, fantasizing about other men's penis size, who she would sleep with if she had a hall pass, past hookups with Tinder dates, and a lot more. And on this channel, we talk a lot about how so many of these guys still choose to marry women like this. It blows our minds. We always ask, who are these men? Why are they marrying these women?
Because they don't know better. A lot of these men don't know better, so they got to get red pilled. They got to get red pilled. So Akaash, he's going viral right now because of the crazy things that his wife is saying. And I think I got the most comprehensive video on this subject. Okay, so stay tuned, watch. It's going to be good. This is the first clip, by the way, that was released by Myron Gaines on X. Take a look.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period.
Akaash only dates brown.
Yeah,
Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
So
Indian
this
woman that
is
was
like
important to
loyal
me.
through and through. Okay.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I woke up in the morning and my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remember that he
what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of my own husband while I'm doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I
Yeah.
could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
How do
using
you and your husband split finances? And I'm gonna be really fucking honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First
And-
of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
but that's my money. Okay?
I don't know if you watch The Boys, but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Do you know why I think I have a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here.
Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband for clout, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. No lies were told. I am leveraging the support I have. It's kind of like nepotism, but through my husband, so spousal nepotism.
Very strange, okay? Very strange. And by the way, so the story is Akaash and Myron Gaines are beefing, right? And Akaash, for some reason, he thinks he gets to dictate what's cool, what's corny. Akaash, you slept with one girl your entire life. You can't tell me what you think is cool. You can't tell me what you think is corny. You're corny, dog. You're corny. So the fact that you walk around and boasting and bragging about your opinion about men, it don't matter to me. Now, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Myron Gaines, but I don't think you're less corny than he is. If anything, you're more cornier, respectfully, okay? You've been with one woman your entire life. Now, your girl said in this video that she was popping her pussy at white frat houses. Yeah. Okay, and it gets worse. It gets worse. And also, she's talking about other men's dicks. Your wife is constantly talking about the size of other men's dicks, which pretty much tells me and you that she's dry snitching on how small you are, bro. She's humiliating you, okay? Now, she also admits to watching porn videos. Yeah. And her friend, who seems to be a good friend, talks about, hey, I don't watch porn when I use a vibrator. I think about my husband. And then your wife admits that, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Now, I think it's funny because Akaash, she's getting a lot of shit for it. Now, look, Akaash is this famous comedian. He's on the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schultz. And here he is almost a couple years ago. Well, yeah, a while ago. He says, my wife's birthday was a few days ago, but I'd be tardy sometimes. So happy birthday to the fine-ass girl I'm spending the rest of my life with. Every day I'm more impressed by you and proud of you. Also, my bad, your gift is also tardy. Okay, whatever, okay? But here, he's getting roasted in the comment section after this entire beef he's going through with Myron Gaines. People are saying I would self-delete myself if I was him. Time to move on, little bro. It's not your wife, it's your turn. She was a virgin that got ran on her throughout college. And to this day, she's nostalgic about those good old times. You're right, the white frat parties. She's ran through brother. Other than that, debate with Marlon. Okay, all right. Dog, you're too successful to be dating this 4 out of 10 disrespectful ass. Yeah, and I don't blame them. Okay, now his wife, right, for some reason is on a humiliation tour for him, and we're gonna go through a lot of the videos. Here's another clip of it with this guy's response. Take a look.
And one thing Akaash and his wife have in common is accusing people of being incels. And in this case, Akaash's wife says, you know, for the incels out there who have it backwards, the trolls and whatnot, just so you know, his money is our money and my money is my money. So right there, Akaash is a stone cold beta bucks.
I never watched that show, but like he's on my hall pass list.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Michael B. Jordan. I love a pretty boy, which is why I like Chase Crawford, Michael B. Jordan. They're all so pretty to look at.
Dean Thomas from the Harry Potter movies, which you haven't seen. We have to. Okay, for fall, Neha hasn't watched Harry Potter, so we have to go.
I'll come over. We could do a sleepover in Harry Potter.
And here, his wife again talking about all the famous, handsome men that she would sleep with if she were given a hall pass, meaning if her husband, Akaash, gave her the go-ahead. These are all the men that she would happily jump in bed with. She's got a list. I mean, how many guys did she just name off? Just very disrespectful. But hey, I'm sure Akaash would gleefully defend his wife's right to talk about all the other men she would rather sleep with than him. This is a very classy woman here. If people who disagree with these two are incels, what does that make Akaash?
I love that. Good on you, Olivia
that.
Jade. Like, yeah, get him fucking
God.
But he's so tall. Like, it's just like, can you imagine like how big his dick must be?
Dude, no, but that's why she keeps going back.
That's why she keeps going back.
Seconds and thirds.
What do you think about Austin Butler, though?
Okay.
Can you imagine how big his thing must be? This dude lost his virginity to his wife, and all she could think about is how big other men's dick must be. Do you think she's going to cheat? Do you think she's curious about this? Now, look, I get it. She's trying to, respect to her that she's telling the truth on the podcast. She's opening up. She's being honest. But I'd rather, if I was married to a woman, she kept these kind of conversations behind closed doors. Seriously, like if you're going to, listen, what you talk to with your friend about, that ain't none of my business, right? But the minute you come out in public and say this shit, now it's my business. Right? And you're letting the world know he has a shrimp dick. You're letting the whole world know that. It's embarrassing. Like, what? Unbelievable. Now, Akaash is completely oblivious. Here's him talking about his wife. Just, bro, like, pray for Akaash, bro. Take a look at this clip.
Different. My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
Sure. Did you lie, or did you come right out and say like, oh, me too? Or was it, what did that conversation go like?
I don't remember how it came. I think she said it.
Blacked out.
She said it, and then I was like,
when she said, "I'm a virgin," you went, your heart exploded.
Yeah.
Well, we get happy. He's nothing compared to.
Exactly, dude. I was
a stallion compared to anybody else.
That's great. So happy.
Yeah, that for
so
sure.
Relieved.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt right. It was like, oh, God brought me this person that like we already connected, and like she also isn't having sex. Different. My wife.
God brought me this person. We already connected. She isn't having sex. But then she goes on to talk about how her butthole hurt after a Tinder date. Guys, do you really believe his wife is a virgin? I wouldn't believe it. I can't believe it. There's too many evidence against that. Right? Like, look at this clip. Just look at this clip.
Okay, I have 2 butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was like some, how do you say, half Asian, like baddie. Wasian. That's the word. Yeah, Wasian. Actually, in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remembered that I was like trying to finger me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms. But anyway.
He was trying to finger her in the asshole. Do you really believe this girl's a virgin and she's getting fingered in her butt? Akaash, do you really believe your wife is a virgin, yet another man's finger were in her ass? And she's telling it like it's just, oh yeah, of course, yeah, a man's finger is in my ass. Did you tell Akaash that story? Clearly he didn't get this story. Clearly she's going online telling things to her podcast host and to the world that she's never told her husband, because she's out here interviewing talking about, oh my God, I was so relieved. It felt so right. God sent me this virgin. She wasn't having sex. Yes, she was. She said she was popping her pussy at white frat house parties. Guys, I'm going to let you know something about me, and this might come out later, and I don't care it's going to come out, but I was in a white fraternity. Yeah. Okay, predominantly white. It was a predominantly white institution that I went to, Montclair State University. I'm in a predominantly white fraternity, right? My big bro is not white. He's black. So I got there's a lot of blacks. So it's kind of like multicultural, but it's predominantly white. And the reason why I was part of that fraternity, because they threw wild parties. Bro, the things that I've seen at these wild parties, like, it changed me for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things I saw that women were capable of, I would never be the same. Never. And it helped me grow and help me understand people socially, right? So it was the best times of my life, and that's why I pledged that fraternity, because they partied hard. Anyway, there's more to this whole story about her being a virgin, not being a virgin. I want to get into it. I thought this part was really interesting as well. Okay, take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
I'm just going to really just start it off here. Before you got in here, I was asking Akaash about, like, right, his first time, like, you know, with you, not as much, but, like, how did it go with other women, talking about never having a blowjob, what the fuck? So, he's 34. How old are you?
25.
Okay. So, like, you meet him.
Yeah.
He's never had sex, and he's older than you. Were you like, ew?
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, the guy that I was kind of with right before him was also a virgin. And
stole her from a black dude. What's up? I stole her from a black dude.
The black man was a virgin?
I know,
right? Yeah. He was like really like on some principled shit, and I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't want to lose his virginity. But when I met Akaash, I was at the point where I was ready, because I don't know if you told her, because I was.
Oh no, I didn't know you were a virgin too.
So I was a virgin too when I met him.
That's why she don't know the dick is trash.
That's why.
She don't know no better.
I do have no idea.
You gotta get him ignorant. You know what I
mean? No, so I felt like I was like at a place where I was ready, and then I found out he was a virgin, and then I was like, great. Like, do I have to wait again? But I think like we just connected very well, that it went without saying that we wanted to.
How did you guys meet?
Show. She had a fat ass and I chased her down.
Wait, you met at one of his shows?
No, we were at the Hoboken Comedy Festival. And
Andrew.
I'm just going to...
Oh, Hoboken Comedy Festival. Is she from Jersey? Bro. Bro. Akaash, man. She might have been at my fraternity parties, to keep it real with you. The ages line up. Let me find out she went to Montclair State. So here's a girl. She said she dated a black guy and she's a virgin, but for some reason she has this fascination about big dicks. She just has a fascination about, right? And Akaash, she's the kind of guy that has self-deprecating humor. He said, he's like, oh yeah, that's how you got to get them into virgin so they don't know that dick is trash, right? Like, come on, bro, come on. And to me, I just think she's lying. I don't believe her. I think she sucked his dick or something. I think she sucked the black guy's dick or something. I think she sucked dick before. I think a lot of these girls who are virgins, they're virgins, but they tell people they're virgins. If let's say she's genuinely a virgin, she's definitely been fucked in the ass before. At least. That's what I would think. A girl who talks like this, runs her mouth like this, she's not behaving like a virgin. I'm sorry. She's just not. Like, there's no way I could think she's really a virgin. How?
So that was not consensual, actually.
Yeah, so we can kind of make the assumption from what she said here that, before this age.
Hold on, I'm going to change the speed. I got the speed all sped up for this. We going, you know what I'm saying? We going to get right with this. Because this dude has some good points.
Asian baddie or whatever, there were previous men that she likely had encounters with. But it's like, here we have a wife talking about a strange man who touched her butthole. It's unbelievable. And now we also know that this woman here was Akaash's first.
Can I also ask, what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow. I actually have a lot of respect because I don't think I would be able to do that, number one. And number two, my OCD would never, in my intrusive thoughts, it would keep getting
No, I sometimes think of my own husband while I'm doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah.
So there's like a trend of these women creating these podcasts and then just talking like this. It's just like, it's disgusting. And so a lot of times men will get critiques for being the degens, being the ones who are like, sex obsessed or whatnot. But there is plenty of this out there. It seems like these women are trying to mimic the Call Her Daddy podcast. But the only difference here is both the women are already married, which is... So it's like here, Akaash's wife mentions that she could never do what her friend does, right? Which is to get off to the thought of her husband. And apparently, she needs to actually watch people, and could never even possibly imagine using her imagination, let alone bringing in her husband.
And all she's really saying when she says she can't use her imagination, that she doesn't have good memories of getting dicked down by her husband. Guys, let me tell you something. Girls tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. This girl's she's literally saying to the world, I want to be fucked by a man with a big dick. I want that experience. That's what she wants. That's what she's telling the world. She wants to be plowed. There's girls like this. That's probably why she was dating a black guy to begin with. A lot of Indian girls are race loyal. A lot of them. I've hooked up with Indian girls before. I'm going to keep it real with you. But a lot of Indian girls are race loyal, but the ones that are not, and if she's from Jersey, and she's obsessed with big dicks, she's going to be thinking about black guys because the rumors. So the fact that she's dating a black guy and she's saying she was ready to be fucked. And my assumption is when she finally had sex with Akaash, it was disappointing. But because she's a feminist, she married Akaash for the money. He's the beta buck side of the equation. Alpha fucks, beta bucks. Akaash is the beta buck side of the equation. Yeah. And to me, her having a podcast is exactly what's wrong with women having podcasts to begin with. It's because they get on there and they want to talk like single women. They want to talk about all their fantasies, the times that men touch their buttholes. What? Why do we need to hear this? I understand you want to talk to your friend about this. You want to talk to your friend about how your butthole hurt because you got fingered after a Tinder date, which you let sleep over. Okay, you want to talk to your friend about that? Fine. But why do we need to know this? I don't give a shit about Akaash, but I feel for the dude. I feel for him. Because he doesn't believe in himself. He already deprecates himself with his own humor. Then on top of that, your wife shit on you as well? Bro, that's next level. That's really next level. Now, Akaash was striking back at Myron on all these takes, right? He was striking back on him. He said, my man out here getting triggered by jokes. Bro, what your wife said was not jokes. This is what Akaash is saying. He's like, how ironic. Well, don't worry about me, Myron. I got no issue putting a bitch in her place, for example. Now, look, Akaash, I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. That tough talk don't mean shit to me, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. Oh, bitch in this place. You talking tough is not impressive, bro. It's not. Because deep down inside, you ain't backing that up. You a real bitch. If you're a man out here and your wife's talking about that she fantasizes about big dicks and these are the whole pass of men that she wants to sleep with, bro, you are the bitch. You don't get respect from men like this. This type of shit is why I don't want to get married myself, bro. Facts. This is why I don't want to get married myself. So he goes on here and posted the clip where he's trying to rag them about, oh yeah, you guys don't date your own race. I did that stupid, you know, and how could you be black and not prefer black women? And they just sat there and took it because who the fuck is Akaash? Bro, who are you, dog? I've called Fresh and Fit game geeks, bro, but for real, Akaash makes Fresh and Fit look like Iceberg Slim, bro. For real. They really make him look like they really make him look like the biggest pimp in Las Vegas, dog. Facts. You know what I'm saying? They really do. So, you know, I don't understand why he's out here talking about, oh, I think you're so corny and criminals are corny and you guys are corny. Bro, Akaash, ain't nobody care what the fuck you think, boy. Nah, here's his wife trying to, I guess, clean this up, defend Akaash. She's trying to, like, double back a little bit and call that it was jokes. It was jokes. You telling about a story time when you got your butthole was hurting was a joke? I don't think so, but listen to what she has to say.
Okay guys, I want to talk to you really quick because obviously my name keeps getting brought up by either women or men. Lately it's these red pill guys because I said my money, or what did I say? His money is our money and my money is my money, which is a common saying, whatever. I'm not even gonna elaborate because I don't fucking care to explain myself to them. But what I will say is, if you're not gonna be a man for fucking women, like if you're gonna say, oh, women should do this for us and we're the prize and blah, 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 at least be a man for yourselves. And what I mean by that is, so I just watched Don't Worry, Darling, finally on Netflix. It's like that.
She's telling Kosh how to be a man. If you're not gonna be a man for women and stick up for women, it's not my job to stick up for you guys socially when you're embarrassing your husbands. Hell no. You see how insufferable modern women are? They think it's our job to defend them no matter what. This is kind of unconditional. No matter what behavior they do, they can't be held accountable. They can't be shamed because men are supposed to tolerate all bad behavior from women because that's what a man's supposed to do. And what is a woman supposed to do? Is a woman not supposed to keep her mouth shut in public and not humiliate her husband? Is that not responsible? Is that not the requirements for a woman? And now you're saying it's just jokes? Oh, and then all she addresses, by the way, I don't even want to play the rest of it. All she's addressing is at the part where she said, his money is my money. I mean, our money and my money is my money. Bro, that's like the least part. I'm cool with that. That's like the one thing that is pretty feminist. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I get it. Women are lazy. They don't want to work. And they want us to provide for them. So it makes sense why they believe our money, you know what I'm saying? My money is their money, right? Or men's money is their money. I get it. Okay, and this is why as a man, you need to have some strict boundaries against women because they will spend all your money if they could. You literally got to give them a little bit of an allowance, like children, in order to control their spending, right? So I don't know if Akaash is doing that. I don't know if you guys go and check. And by the way, people are right. She's a 4. Someone call her a 4 out of 10. She's not all that, bro. You waited till you were in your 30s to lose your virginity to this? You can't make this up. Now, I want to play a little bit of video from Akaash. I gotta because I don't want it to get demonetized. I'm gonna have to play just the audio only. So if you only see the audio, you don't see like the video itself. It's just because of monetization purposes. But listen to Akaash talks about his wife. So in this special is a special from him. By the way, he has 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to him. He's making money. He says sleeping with your wife sucks. Take a look at this.
You can't even have that much. You worried you're gonna be looking. Because I realize this too. There's here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest. The happiest moments of my life are with my fiance. I'm not gonna act like that's not true, right? 10, peak happiness. Get that, right? And then the rest of the relationship is like a 4.5. You know what it's like? You guys ever done interval training at the gym? That's happiness in a relationship. It's a lot of like, yeah, you know what I mean? We're going to buy some shit at Bed Bath & Beyond. Oh, this is the woman I'll spend the rest of my life with. Oh, we gotta go return the shit we bought at Bed Bath & Beyond. And I realized she also makes sure I can never be as happy as I can with her, because anytime I start to have too much fun with somebody else, she's trying to fuck it up. I don't even drink, I don't party. My thing, I like go hang out with my friends at like a diner all night, New York City. And then at like 1:32, I'll always get a text from her. And no matter what she says, I can tell the subtext is, you've been having fun for about 32 too many minutes. I know this is when real fun starts, so I need you to bring your ass home and cuddle with me till I fall asleep. And then you don't get to sleep all night, and then I pretend I'm worried about that shit in the morning. I've always had sleeping problems, and now it's worse than ever, and my girl stays pretending she gives a fuck, and it's like, no, you don't. She's like, no, babe, I feel so bad. I feel like all you need is darkness. And I'm like, bitch, you got a nightlight. Where you think I'm gonna get the darkness? It's very easy to just click, that's all it takes. It's just click, it's over, it's darkness now. But she stays getting worried that somebody's gonna intrude into the house. Okay, if somebody does, you think I'm gonna be able to do something? You chose me, this was your mistake. Listen, if a motherfucker breaks into our house, we under attack, and that's what that is. We just underneath it, all right? Attack is gonna be on top of us, and you can find a way out. I don't know what you think I'm gonna do with a light. Hey, who goes there? The light is really just gonna let him see how small I am, and he can probably start giggling.
So as you see, Akaash, he continues with this self-deprecating humor, right? Be the first person to sleep with your wife so she'll know how terrible the dick is. Okay? Your wife calls you, you know what I'm saying, when you're having fun with your friends, to let you know that you're having too much fun with your friends. Come back home and do what she needs you to do. Okay? Then you also make fun of her, saying that, oh, well, she should have known she married a dude that can't fight. You know what I'm saying? He's a dude that can't fight. He can't protect you. That's your fault. So he can't protect you. He can't D you down. All you can do is take his money. All she could do is take his money and humiliate him online. Do you really think she's going to be satisfied with that? Do you really think a woman's going to be satisfied that she's married to a man that can't protect her, can't dick her down, or put her in her place? And this is why the red pill needs to exist. Exact reasons like this. Because there's men out here that believe if I do the right thing, God is going to bless me with a great woman that's going to do right by me, that's going to submit to me, that's going to make me look, that's going to be my crown, right? Your wife's supposed to be your crown. Your crown is not supposed to embarrass you. Your crown is supposed to show how royal you are. Your crown is supposed to make you look luxurious amongst people. Your crown is a status symbol. This is not status. This is not. So, I don't know what to say about this dude. Clearly, he needs to, instead of fighting the red pill and trying to be a beta white knight for women, he needs to really start rethinking his decisions and save himself. Just divorce a chick. Get divorced as soon as you can. That's my personal opinion. Divorce this girl as soon as possible. Don't have any kids with her. Move on with your life. The fairy tale that you believe that, oh, if you get one girl and she's a virgin, you're a virgin, you guys are going to be together happily ever after and everything's going to go smooth, is just that, a fairy tale. It's not true. Being a loser, being pussy whipped and weak with women is not a recipe for to get cooperation and validational sex. He's getting transactional sex. He does what his wife says. His wife says comes home, he comes home. Never could be me. Could never be me. And this is why I don't think marriage is for me. Because I don't want to behave like this. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. The channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.